good teaching moments. So welcome back to Brayflox's Longstep. We're going to go through as a white mage. There's some stuff that can be taught in here, and I hope we can get around to it. So, we got ourselves a Dark Knight being the tank, meaning they're going to be a bit more squishy than other tanks. They did put Guts up first, or Grit. And I am now getting targeted by everything. See, one of the problems with this dungeon initially is that you've got two ranged attackers. I'm sorry, I can't rightly reach you very easily. There we go. That was a case of healer aggro. And we had the two Galago, which are ranged attackers, so if I had run out there after I had immediately rezzed and tried to save the Reaper, I would have probably died again. Because one of those Galagos was not engaged. Okay. We should use Lucid Dreaming to get our health back. Our mana back. So yes, be careful when you're healing. You can pull threat if certain things are not aggroed by the tank or one of the DPS. Heals has the highest aggro of any skill, comparatively. Toss those out, then we're going to get some big heal on the tank. Do I have the skill yet? Free Cure. I do have Free Cure. When your tank gets a debuff like Paralyze was on there, you want to remove it as soon as possible. If you are in no danger of people dying, Isuna everything that you can. It's one of the things that drives me nuts about healers in general in this game, is about half of them know how to use Isuna. Might get the Battle Mage's gear. Longstep Greatsword. The Battle Mage's gear, the Infantry gear, and the Cavalry gear are still some of my favorite sets. I had them on Salve for most of the leveling that I did. Yeah, that might be more than I can heal through. I'm trying. Okay. Well, tank is using cooldowns, which is good. So sometimes you'll reach a point where you just have to continuously spam a heal. Like what just happened there. That's perfectly acceptable to do. Pay attention to how much damage the tank is taking and adjust accordingly. Usually trash is where you need to heal the tank the most. Bosses tend to hit a lot less hard in these lower level dungeons. Okay, so free cure if you are playing as a white mage will give you a free cure. It will not take any mana to cast it, which is why you want to use cure more often than cure 2, because it's more mana efficient and there's a chance of getting a free cure from it. As I said, I'm a paranoid healer. I like to make sure the tank is above 50% life at all times. And of course everybody else too, but priority in healing is tank, myself, and then DPS. You don't have to follow it, but it's recommended to, keep yourself and the tank up. If you're dead, you can't heal. If the tank's dead, they can't hold threat, and if the DPS is dead, you can raise them. It's the best way to look at it. Nifty little line of sight there. Oh, if you pull more than that, I may not be able to heal you very well. You're gonna pull more. Okay. We're gonna start our... So you've got Presence of Mind, which reduces the spell cast, or the cast time and the recast time of spells. This is a oh crap button for healers. For white mage, I should say. The level 30 skill. And I am out of mana already. This is one reason that you don't want to do big pulls with low-level characters, is because you may not have the heals to get it done. Alternate between Cure 1 and Cure 2 can also help. Alright, Hellbender is a boss that will give some debuffs. The debuffs aren't amazingly bad, and it's just reduction of magic resistance. So you'll take more spell damage. Cure. Fog Bubble just went out on me, so that's going to... or not. Was that the wrong thing? Yeah. That's the skill that... well, boss was stunned, it looked like. And down comes the final boss. Ayatar. Poison. That's going to be the big thing in the final fight, is poison. Infantry shirt. I really liked the way the infantry shirt looked. The purple was a nice flash of color in gear that was mostly kind of bland at thus far in the game. That's one big thing to also do, is if you can, if you pull threat, run towards the tank. Not always able to do it while you are healing. Mid-cast, it's very difficult to run. And dodge out of stuff as best you can. There are some fights that it doesn't matter how low the tank's health is. When the AoE goes out, you move. Because if you finish your cast, you can't heal if you're dead. It's an important thing to remember about any of these fights. If you're dead, you can't heal. You can't DPS, you can't tank if you're dead. So Ayatar. If you are not melee, you should be standing relatively far away. Now, as soon as poison goes out, it's a stacking poison, so the more stacks they have, the worse it will get. Cleanse it off every time with Isuna. There's the first toxic vomit out. Feel free to heal yourself in these fights. DPS if you can. Now the thing about this fight is, back in the day, you couldn't do this. You couldn't keep the boss in the poison and still clear the fight. Yet the boss's life is going down relatively steadily. Boss is almost dead. Boss is down. Longstep pole. I think the machinist did good in there. Thank you for watching. I hope you found it informative. If you want to see more Final Fantasy XIV videos, please like, follow, and subscribe. The usual YouTube stuff. To catch me live, check out my Twitch, link in the description. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.